Hey everybody, welcome back into the channel, and we have a special event for you here today. This is the 1 year channel anniversary. So 1 year ago today, I posted my first video, and yeah, it's been a fun ride over this last year. This will be my 87th video on the channel, so I've had actually a lot more content I could have put on here, but I slowed down here for a while as I've kind of documented on the channel. We're up to 83 subscribers over the course of the year, so that's awesome. We'd love to try to push that over 100 here in this second year and beyond that, hopefully, but we'll see how that goes. All right, well, on this special day, we have a fun doubles match for you here today. We are going to see Ben and Nick, who we've seen on the channel quite a bit, playing myself and Manish, who we've seen quite a bit on the channel. So this is just a practice match, but as I'll explain as we go through the commentary, I took this match very seriously, probably more seriously than I probably should have. I have yet to beat the Ben and Nick without having a 4-5 level doubles partner. So I believe I beat them once with a 4-5 level player, but I've yet to beat them at straight 4-0 level play. So let's see how this particular match goes, and I will see you at the end. All right, welcome into the match here. So we have Manish serving, and I'm up at the net here on the front court, and then the far court we have Nick on the deuce side and Ben on the ad side. So yeah, today is just a scrimmage match, practice match, whatever you want to call it, and I really want to win this match. I come into every practice probably trying way too hard to get winning results rather than maybe just focusing on fundamentals and things like that. But I was amped up for this match. Coming into it, I was feeling not very good. I played a lot of tennis the day before outside, and I got kind of sunstroked a little bit. But I can't use anything to that as an excuse for anything in this match, because once I got on court, I was starting to feel very good. So I felt pretty darn good on this day coming into this match. So playing Ben and Nick is a difficult task because they work so well together, and they're both very giant people in comparison to me, at least. And they bring a lot of power, they bring a lot of consistency and things like that. So I've never actually beat them in a match where I didn't have a 4-5 partner with me. So I think I've only beat them once with a 4-5 partner, and that's about it. So on this day I was looking to hopefully rectify that situation, and we have, whenever I play with Manish, I'm returning on the deuce side, which is not my stronger side to return on, but Manish is a lefty and he prefers his forehand out wide, so we play this way. I always struggle with Nick's serve on the deuce side specifically, just because he brings so much pace and it comes into my body or my forehand or even tight to my backhand, and it's just hard to get past Ben. I struggle a lot more on the deuce side than the ad side, so we'll see how that plays out during the match. But we start off here with 2 breaks, which is very unusual. So, especially because Nick and Manish are very strong servers. So now we got me serving, and I've done quite a bit to improve my serve. I think we've seen the steady progression on the channel, and on this day my serve felt pretty good. Ben and Nick are very solid returners, so I didn't still expect to get many free points off of the serve in regards to just return errors, but I was hoping to set up Manish at the net, as I say, as he hits a swinging volley into the net. So my goal was to hopefully set up Manish to be successful at the net as much as possible. Ben with the quick hands at the net. Yeah, he's equally as, I'm probably a little bit more aggressive, I think, overall at the net, but he's very close, if not as aggressive as I am. especially from time to time. On this particular day, he was doing very well at the match, I will say that. So, my goals coming into this match is to just get as many balls in play. Don't give them free points. I mean, they'll do enough to beat you. You don't want to beat yourself on this day. So, get returns in play, get first serves in, and hope for the best. And you can see I'm already at a deuce here. So, doing relatively well to stay in the fight here on the service game. Nick puts in a nice short return. And then Ben with the put away there. They're just so hard to lob. They're very tall. They're like 6'3", 6'4". Very, very difficult to lob against them. You have to be very spot on with those. So, unfortunately, I get broke there, and now we have Ben's serve to deal with. Ben does very well at serve and volleying, so we'll see how that progresses throughout the match. He kind of goes in and out with it, which kind of throws you off as a returner because you're not sure, is he staying back, is he coming in, what's going on. I don't know if that's strategy or he just forgets or what's going on there. I haven't fully talked to him about that, but I know occasionally he'll, after the match, say, oh, I need to remember to just get in on my serve. So, maybe it's a forgetting thing, or maybe it's a fatigue thing, or maybe it's just a strategy thing. I don't know. Maybe in the comments he can tell us below on this video, so we'll see. I know he occasionally watches some of these, especially the ones he's in, so maybe we'll get some explanation there. All right, so we're doing well on Ben's serve here, and we get the break. So 4 straight breaks. That's not how you plan it out, but it's good to get a reset there in the set to make us feel like we can make some progress here. So, all right, I've been yammering on for over 7 minutes now, so let's watch some of this exciting tennis action, and we'll get back to it. All right, so that was a very important hold for me. So we documented on the channels that I've had difficulty holding my serve, and I think for us to maintain a good spot in this match, it's for me to do what I can to put us in the best spot and hold my serve. Obviously breaks are nice, but we have to hold our own if we're gonna do anything in this match. So, all right, we got Ben serving now, and we're already up 40 love, so definitely in a good spot. And then he puts in a great ace there. It's hard to ace Manish, so that's a great serve. And then backhand error. I've been having some issues with my backhand, so that's very frustrating as of late. That I've been spraying a lot of balls out wide, and I don't know what exactly is going on there. So. All right, so Ben puts in the double fault, and we get the break there. So definitely in a good spot now. This is where we want to be. Manish serving for the set. I think that's our strongest position on the court. All right, so Manish, I think he's gotten broken and held so far. So we definitely need him to hopefully put in some good serves here. Ben did a great job this day blocking a lot of those forehands back. So typically those are difficult serves for people to deal with, but Ben was able to handle Manish's serve pretty well today, at least so far in the match. And Nick had decided he was going to lob pretty much every return, and that was a pretty good strategy for him on this day also. Again, with Manish's lefty spin, it can be a difficult serve to deal with. So if you can neutralize it as much as possible, I think that's a winning strategy for you for sure. Ben with another good block return back and puts Manish in a difficult spot there. Got a second serve to the backhand, and it's always going to be a lob to that corner. That's what Nick does every single time. All right, now we're in a tough spot, down 30-40. Manish puts in a really good serve there and gets us back to these. So I'm just trying to will Manish to get as many first serves in as possible. I think I get more looks on first serves. So trying to will that into existence. Get a look at a ball, and it takes me a second shot to get it, but get the foot away there. Puts us in a good spot here, and then down the line. I'm gonna give him that a few times, but I didn't want to give it to him at that point in the match because that's for the set. So unfortunately, I took a step middle, and he hit a very good shot down the line. All right, so we get ad again. He puts in first serve, so we're getting another second serve again. Just doing what I can to get a look at a ball and get the error on the return, and we take the first set 6-3. So that's a very good result for us. They're again a very tough team, so getting that first set is huge for our confidence. So now we have Nick serving, and again, that's always a tall task. On this day, I was just focusing on blocking back those first serves as much as possible, as he was putting a decent amount of heat on there. Couldn't quite get up high enough for that one, unfortunately. So get the overhead error there. Then Nick coming in with the no man's land volley and getting the game there. So, all right, so back to Manish's serve. Again, we just need to replicate what we just did. We're working on a pretty good point here. We're running Manish up and down, left and right. Unfortunately, not able to get to the ball there. So, Ben with another down the line. So this is where I start getting cautious of down the line. That's two virtually in a row. So don't want to give away too many of those, but I also don't want to just baby the line the whole time either. So, I think I'm now in a mindset of being a little bit more mindful of line. Notice I inch towards the line when I could have cut off that ball. So unfortunately, that's good at playing me from a returner's perspective. I wasn't able to be my usual aggressive self based off of some down the line return. But again, I'll give those up because they are lower percentage, but and it takes a really good shot to pass down the line. All right, get the overhead error from Nick, so brings it back to deuce. So we're very much back into the service game. And another difficult shot for me to get up at, and unfortunately another overhead from me. So we're getting second serve from Manish here, and I'm just hoping to get, again, a look at a ball. Manish just slaps out a forehand there and unfortunately goes into the net, so already down 0-2. So, okay, let's see how this plays out a little bit, and let's see if we can course correct here in the second set. and very quickly we were down 0-5. Wow, how fast did that happen? Yeah, they are just playing incredibly well, and we are making too many errors at this point. So definitely not in a position where we want to be, especially with how well that first set went for us. But we have a chance to course correct here with Manish's serve. Again, that's typically a neutralizer for most teams, but again, definitely in this set, Ben and Nick have figured out what to do here. So definitely, I'm not able to get too many looks at the net, but I'm able to get some here on this particular point. So I'm just trying to manufacture as much as I possibly can. Nick with a very good lob there. But yeah, I'm trying to be as aggressive as possible, but with Nick's lobbing and Ben's ability to hit angles, it's just difficult. Especially, I'm going to have to hard commit, and that will leave Manish very exposed in the back. So I have to kind of make a decision there and get a string of fortunate circumstances for us, and we get the hold. All right, so we got Bensera, and I celebrate the shank winner that went off the frame down the alley for the winner. So the winner's a winner, and as I say, I paid $300 for the frame and like $50 for the string. So I'll use the expensive part to hit winners. But no, you can't bank on that all the time. But I thought that was kind of fun. I was able to squeak that one out. So, all right, up 30 love at this point. Just need to put in a nice return. So Ben didn't serve and volley there, but that was a double fault. So yeah, again, as I commented earlier, you never know when Ben's going to serve volley or what he's going to do, but kind of puts me in a tough spot. Manish dumps a forehand into the net and brings us to 40-15. I was having some success hitting balls at Nick at the net, getting some volley errors. I actually put in an okay lob there. Forehand, I need to be getting to the net, get to the net, Walker. I'm not getting to the net, why am I not getting to the net? And get a good shot there, and Manish able to put a ball away. So I should have been to the net much earlier. That's on me. But whenever I'm forehand to forehand or cross-court rallying with Nick, I always worry about the lob. So I typically play a little bit more defensive when I'm baseline to baseline with Nick. But all right, so we're making it somewhat respectable at 2-5. Let's see if I can hold my serve and maybe make some hay in this set. Okay, so I get broke, so not able to save us in that second set. So now we've decided to play a full third set. We had enough time on our court time, so we figure why not see how the deciding third set will go. So I kind of wanted to do a 10-point tiebreak. I think that gave us a little bit better chance of Manish and I for winning this based off of like the way the second set went, but we did have some momentum there at the end, so it gave me some hope that we can maybe replicate our success in the first set. But with Nick serving that well, he just easily held there, so we just need to do what we can to chip away and see, can we do something here? Can we elicit enough errors? Can we strategize enough? Can we be aggressive enough to actually take down a match against Ben and Nick? So let's see how this goes. All right, so everybody's taking care of business so far here. So we're 3-all in this third set. And we have Ben serving, so we've had the most success breaking Ben so far in this match, so that's what we need to really focus on, but already down 0-30. That does not put us in the best position right now, but I'm glad I'm following in there, but Ben puts in a good return back and puts me in a difficult spot there. So I'm already down 0-40, so not ideal, but we've come back from being down love 40 in other matches before, so it's not unheard of, so I'm still holding out hope we can make some good returns here. So get a volley error from Nick, keeps us alive. So this time Ben served and volley, backhand, nice block, and look at Nick just sticking out his racket and us popping up that winner. That was very frustrating for me because I thought I put in a good shot, but he just stuck out his racket and pop it came out. So very frustrating, but what can you do? Alright, so now it's on me to do what I can to hopefully keep pace in this match. But they've been being able to progress relatively well against my serve here in the second set. I've lost a lot of oomph on my serve, and so many of those balls that Ben cut off in this match, so that was very frustrating. I wasn't able to do enough. I probably needed a lot more in those situations. Right here, lob. Ben had been cutting those off. Let's see. And then I try to go out wide and then I get broke. So, alright, so we've dropped 2 in a row. It's 5-3. Let's see if we can save face here. Can we still make this a set, or will we drop 3 and lose this one today? See at the end. All right, so you can see Manish and I came up short here today, but I think we had a very good fight. Again, we were able to take that first set, but then second set went really bad there for a while. And then it was a relatively competitive third set until it wasn't. And yeah, on this day, I was not feeling the greatest going into the match, but ultimately felt pretty good during the match. So can't really use that as an excuse for here today. It's just, yeah, Nick's serve, I have a lot of trouble with that handling, especially on the deuce side. I'm more of an ad side returner. And Ben is just super consistent, especially returning. You don't get many free points off of him. So just together them as a team, very, very difficult for me to overcome with pretty much any partner that I have. So that's been pretty consistent over the years for me. So, all right. Well, thank you again for subscribing if you're a subscriber, viewing if you're not a subscriber. I really appreciate it. Again, it's been an incredible year. I feel like my tennis has really grown. I think when we see from some of those first matches to matches today, I've improved quite a bit. And that's because of this channel and recording my matches. Just the power of seeing your play and seeing how your mechanics work and things like that, and really focusing on improving. I've been able to utilize this to better my game. And I think some of my teammates have also said very similar things, being able to see their play on camera. So I really like this avenue to not only improve my game, but those people who are on the channel being able to see their games also. So really appreciate it for anybody who's taken any period of time to watch any of these videos. So I will continue marching forward. Hopefully, maybe come up with a more routine schedule for uploads and things like that. But would really appreciate in the comments. Let me know, what do you think of this particular video? What do you think of the match play? What do you think I should do moving forward? Do you think I should add any additional content or change kind of what I do with this particular content? Would really like any feedback that you have. Would really appreciate it. And if you could like the video, share it, etc. Anything is just great. Really, really thankful for everybody. So, all right. Well, as I always conclude with these videos, I hope you get that. Wow, I screwed that one up. I hope you get out there and just play tennis.